container, I have my sifted flour and my cornmeal. I'm using refined cornmeal. To that I'm gonna add some salt. To the salt I'm going to add my baking powder. So I'm using 2 cups of flour, I'm using 3/4 cup of cornmeal, I'm using half a teaspoon of salt and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So if you like, you can add some butter to it as well. I don't love butter in mine, but you know, some persons do add it though. So if you're that type, add some butter. So now guys, I'm gonna add my sugar. Now I'm adding 3 teaspoons of sugar. I'm using the brown sugar. If you like, you can use the granulated sugar. You can also add more sugar, depending on how you like it, of course. So I'm going to use my clean hands to start to combine all the ingredients together. As I said before, you can always add some butter to it, alright? Remember to sift your flour so you can have some nice airy festivals, alright? This is so easy to handle because I sifted the flour. Some persons also use some nutmeg in there, some freshly grated nutmeg. If you are that type, add some, alright? So the reason I added more flour than cornmeal, you know, the flour is the binder. So if you add more cornmeal, then it's going to be harder to form. So guys, as I was saying earlier, you don't want to add more cornmeal than the flour. The cornmeal is coarser, and so if you add more cornmeal than the flour, it will overpower the flour, alright? And you don't want that. So I'm just gradually adding some water to form the dough. Some persons, they even add some vanilla to the water. I tried it before and honestly I did not like it. Now if you like it, then go ahead and use it, of course. Remember, make your kitchen happy, make you happy, not what you see Tamara do, alright? So just do what makes you happy. So I'm just gonna need to form the dough, and then I will show you the next step. So what I like to do, I like to dab my hand after I finish forming the dough, and then I just give it a nice rub. Just ensure that the dough is moist enough, and then I'm going to cover it and let it rest for about 15 to 20 minutes. So when you finish, you're supposed to have a nice soft dough. This will ensure that you have the perfect festival, alright? So you can cover it with a damp paper towel, you can use some plastic wrap, or you can just cover it with an ordinary cover and let it rest, okay? So when I'm finished doing that, I will return. So guys, I'm finished forming them. As you can see guys, I'm not perfect at the shape, you know, but remember to flatten them. As you roll it out, you flatten it, so when it fries, it rises. If you don't flatten it, as I said earlier, one side gonna be flat and the other side gonna rise. Alright, so I'm gonna put them in the pot now. And guys, you don't want to let the oil be too hot, alright? Just let it simmer slowly, as you see mine is doing. And if you want to use more oil than I'm using, you can. And do not overcrowd the pot, right? Just gonna put one more in there. So if you fry them on a high flame, one side it's gonna fry too fast. I remember the cornmeal need to soak, right? So you want to fry it on like a medium flame. Alright, so just let it simmer, but ensure that you stay close by because the sugar is in it, so it burns easily. turn the festival onto the other side, alright? I don't like when they have a bright color. When they have this type of color, that's how I like it, okay? So I like to just turn them occasionally in the pot so that one side doesn't have a nice golden brown color and then the other side has a light color, if you get what I'm saying. Alright, so as you can see guys, the it's not flat again because of the baking powder, it rise. Alright, so just let them fry on the same medium low flame. So guys, look at them, they are so beautiful. So they have a nice color and they're not burnt. That's how I like them. So I like to just turn them over to the other side occasionally. So guys, I fry them for about 10 minutes. And remember, use low to medium flame. And you don't want it no raw festival, you know guys. The caramel have to soak properly, alright?